G'day Sonic Squad! This is a little bit of a personal indulgence because I love Sonic Rush's soundtrack a ton. But it's also one of the most unique soundtracks in the series because it stands out on its own, all thanks to one man, Hideki Nakamura. If that composer's name means anything to you, you know what we're getting into. And if it doesn't, well, you're in for a treat. The stuff he makes is totally unlike what any Sonic game up to this point has sounded like, sampling clips in every song with a very hard edge and techno feel to it all. Nakamura's work is absolutely bursting with energy, most famously in Jet Set Radio, and that tradition carries over here. The reason I mentioned the composer first is that he really fits this game, hand in glove. Sonic Rush was the first Sonic game to use the now much iterated upon boost system, lending the game a lot of raw speed and accelerating momentum. While that's all good and dandy, it means the previous strengths of the Sonic OSTs, pacing, variety, ups and downs, none of that really works so well. You don't want the music slowing down when you never really slow down the game, you know? Bringing in another composer who makes works that exemplify this was a smart move. Sonic Rush's music, more than anything else, relies on repetition to make a groove. A good clear showing of this is Right There, Right On. You'll hear voices chanting Right There, Right On throughout the song, but not just a phrase, but clips too. Sometimes it'll break down into right, 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 right. Just listen and you'll see. These vocal clips are what I would consider the backbone of the musical pieces, giving it rhythm, tone, and really rounding up the energetic feel into something more techno in style. One other really notable example of this is also back to back, which in instruments is mostly drum beats or quick notes, with only the real instrumentation being the trumpets. Much of the song rides on the heavily distorted and snappy vocal tunes and shouting, creating this very odd flow that ends up being great fun as you listen to it right now. I also point to Jet Jet Rocket, which creates a lot of build up with the vocals before the whole song comes crashing down to do it all over again, giving it peaks and valleys of pitch that I love. And to drive the point home of using weird samples that work, Wrapped in Black uses vocal samples from a Malcolm X speech. No, seriously, it does. That's all I have to say about the soundtrack at the base. It's simple, but it has that super distinct style that really stands out on its own. However, there's one more thing I want to point out, and that every stage song has a remix for when you're playing as Blaze, not Sonic. Where other Sonic games would offer different versions and tones going from act to act, Sonic Rush keeps it all very much the same, but mixes it all differently. The result is a very fleshed out soundtrack. It feels like they really squeeze out interesting beats and tones of every sample and track to the max, and the goal was keeping it interesting and consistent. That's what Sonic Rush is about at the end of the day. Samples, music, and one goal. Energy. It doesn't want to deviate from those goals, but it doesn't need to. Mixing it up just right so it never feels boring. It's one of the most single-minded soundtracks I've ever heard. But you know what? It wears that hat well. In the realm of Sonic Rush, Speed isn't just a gameplay mechanic, it's a rhythm, a pulse that drives the entire experience. Not only did it push the boundaries of handheld gaming for the blue blur, but also revolutionized its music. Each track in Sonic Rush isn't just background noise, it's a companion, synchronizing perfectly with the player's movements. Fans and critics alike praise the soundtrack for its catchy beats and seamless integration within the gameplay, elevating the Sonic Rush experience to new heights. Over the years, the music of Sonic Rush has transcended the confines of the game itself, becoming iconic within the gaming community and beyond. From its pulsating beats to its infectious melodies, Sonic Rush isn't just a game. It's a testament to how music can elevate the entire gaming experience.